Hello, everybody, and welcome to the WTF series episode number 2, Trapped in My Pants. Now, just to give everybody a summation of this WTF series that I thought of the other night just laying around because we're all going through uncertainty right now with this whole COVID-19, aka coronavirus, global pandemic right now. Everybody's unsure of stuff. There isn't stuff going on at the grocery store that we could grab real easily. Plus, the world kind of is at a halt right now. There's no sports, no entertainment. So I figured I would do things and tell you stories about my life that could make you laugh your ass off. And I can assure you, all of these are 100% true. They are completely factual. The story I am about to tell you was such a momentous occasion in my life that I actually told it in a church during my mother's funeral. Those who were there can attest to this. So, laugh, spread the word. I'm going to put these up on Facebook and then probably my YouTube channel. Maybe once a day. I might spread these out to once a week. I'm not used to this because this is completely out of my comfort zone. Most of you know I don't like doing video stuff. I'm very judgmental about how I look, but I think everybody's like that. So, without any further ado, welcome to the second episode. And here we go. So it takes place in 1988. I still lived in Warren at the time. I was going to the McKinley School, which is no longer there. It's bulldozed years ago. Probably inhaled a ton of asbestos and other weird chemicals, which would explain a lot. However, I digress. So, one day we all had our 5 or 6 time a day bathroom break. We're all kids and very wee little bladders, if you will. Don't know why I went into an Irish accent, but that's how it works. Sometimes I just do random stuff. However, it was during a bathroom break. The day before, my mom went to Murphy's Mart that used to be on Elm Road. It used to be next to a Twin Cinemas where the Taco Bell is, right there on Elm Road. I got an awesome brown A-Team belt. Now, if any of you remember the show from the 80s, the A-Team, that's what it was. But it had a sizable, roughly that big. It had a buckle, had the A-Team logo on it, had like Hannibal, B.A. Baracus, the whole smash on it. And I didn't break this belt in. I wanted to wear it the next day, sort of show it off, like, hey kids, I got the A-Team belt, you don't, I'm pretty awesome. So, we all line up to go into the bathroom one at a time. Even though it was a multi-use bathroom, it was one at a time. So I go in there to use the bathroom, use the urinal. And no matter what I did, I could not get this belt off. This belt was super glued, or this belt had the power of Mjolnir. Only one person could remove it, apparently. I was not one of them. And I really had to pee, like bad, like to the point of tears. That's how bad I had to pee. So I'm panicking. Like, I don't want to wet my pants. Like, that kind of social stigma at a school like that, what am I going to go through? It's going to spread. Everybody's going to be like, there's Jamie. That used to be what I was called before I turned 13 and became Jim and James. They're like, I don't want people going, hey, you hear Jamie peed his pants? And that's before Billy Madison came on. And it wasn't the coolest thing. You'd want to be known as the kid who peed his pants in school. So I'm panicking in the bathroom. I'm trying to rip my pants off. I can't get my pants off. So I come out in tears. I'm crying. So my teacher, Mrs. Homa at the time, tried to get my pants off, tried to unbuckle my belt. She couldn't do it. And she couldn't figure it out either. She was stumped. So she had to call the principal. Meanwhile, everybody is in line. The school is, it probably would have been better if I just pissed myself, because now everybody in the school is somewhat gathering around and laughing. I mean, how could you not? It's ridiculous. I'm trapped in my own pants and I had to pee real bad. So my teacher couldn't get it off, called the principal. The principal came down from his office and he even chuckled a little bit. I don't blame him. I mean, this guy has probably never heard the request. I don't know if he's still alive, but I guarantee I was the only one who ever had an issue like this, and he had to try to excavate an 8-year-old kid out of his A-Team belt so he could pee. My principal Could not get my belt off. Nowadays, you couldn't do any of this stuff would lead to litigation, odds are. But my teacher now couldn't get my pants, I shouldn't say my pants off, it sounds really weird. Couldn't get my 18 belt off. My principal couldn't get my 18 belt off. So they called my mom and they basically said, your son's panicking right now. We cannot get his pants off. Now, I can only imagine what my mom's reaction was hearing grown adults tell her that her son is trapped in his pants and he needs to pee and he can't get it off. So my mom had to haul ass down to the school because no matter what, being the only child, my mom was very overprotective. She was always there for me. So I had to have my mom run down to school. So the hallway is almost filled. There's kids in the hallway. This is turned into a scene because I got this cool 18 belt with Mr. T right on it and Hannibal and everybody else on that show, and I can't get it off. I'm crying. I need to pee. My mom comes down, and she's trying to forcibly tug this damn thing off. Forcibly tug my belt off to try to get my pants off so I could pee. I'm crying. I'm panicking. Kids are laughing. My teacher's trying not to laugh. My principal's trying not to laugh, but how can you not? It's ridiculous. So after about 5 to 10 minutes, it was unsuccessful. Much to my chagrin, my mom had to get scissors from the classroom and surgically cut my 18 belt off so I could pee. That was such a cool belt. Very disappointing. So my 18 belt died that day. I almost peed my pants, but I didn't. I've always had a steel bladder here 30 plus years later. And that's basically the story. My teacher couldn't get my pants off. My principal couldn't get my pants off. My mom couldn't get my pants off. I didn't pee myself. The halls are full. The kids are laughing. The adults are trying not to laugh. And I became notorious that day because throughout the school year, that was brought up. So I'm thinking in retrospect, it probably would have been better for me to just piss myself and to avoid all of this because it would have just been another little kid who peed himself, would have been gone in a week. This lasted for months, almost the end of the school year, and it stuck with me. So, that's the story. Episode 2, Trapped in My Pants, WTF series. I hope you enjoyed it. It's stupid. A lot of these stories are going to be stupid. I don't know. Most of you might not laugh. But I figure in the crazy times we got going on right now, and we don't know how long this pandemic is going to last. We don't know if this is going to lead to a lockdown or a forced quarantine. So I figured, even if it's for a little bit throughout the day, if I can get you guys to laugh just for a second or be like, oh my God, that makes sense. Why him of all people who almost died on a bike. If you guys are unaware of the bike story, that'll come in a later episode because I'm pretty sure a lot of you know it, but a lot of you don't. So that's the end of episode 2 of the WTF series, Trapped in My Pants. Tomorrow, it's going to be another episode, episode 3. And this episode is going to be something that kind of agitates me. It's going to be worst movie characters. And there's going to be 2 of them tomorrow. The 2 movie characters that piss me off more than anybody. Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Don't get me started with the rest of the grandparents. The one grandfather that has no eyes, they have it. Okay, I'm going to stop. Grandpa Joe and then Jenny from Forrest Gump. The ungrateful person that she is. But we're going to cover that tomorrow. So everybody, keep safe. Enjoy. Kick back. Wash your hands. 20 seconds, think of a song. I do Rick Astley now every time I wash my hands. People in public must think I'm weird, but that's what I do. So front, back, scrub. Got to do it. Sanitize everything. So until next time, everybody, my name is Jim. Check this out on my Facebook channel, James Sabella, that's my name. I'll throw it up on Instagram and maybe my YouTube channel at Sentai Ace. So check it out. So until next time, everybody, have a good day and a pleasant tomorrow. Goodbye and good night. Mwah.